With me is the new Xiaomi 17T. I believe it's no longer a new sight here as I've been dropping content about it. So far now, I'm over a month with this phone. Well, what has that been like? Let's find out. You see, when Xiaomi began teasing the new T series as of early May this year, it came as a surprise because according to the schedule they followed for years, it should drop in the ember months of each year and it eventually becomes their final series that wraps up every year globally. Since the 17T got pushed earlier than expected, it's got me wondering what's in store for the rest of the year. But anyways, let's leave that to Xiaomi and focus on this compact piece of simplistic beauty. Yes, no exaggeration there. This right here is the base version of this series, the 17T, and as crazy as it looks, it's already shaping to be my best phone of the year. I've never really been someone who gets hands on compact phones because I feel I'll always like things to the max. You know, max display, max build, max battery, and just about everything else. But since Xiaomi shipped this particular unit to me, it's got me thinking about what I've been missing this whole time. And this is coming from someone with extraordinarily big palms. I really can't count how many times people have commented about my hand size in literally almost every YouTube video at this point. So meaning, even big phones shouldn't stress me as much, but I still fell for this one. There's just something so good about filling your entire phone effortlessly with one hand and operating. At least, that's what the Xiaomi 17T does. With a 6.59-inch display, it automatically means effortless in all you do. Whether it's the usual doom scrolling, content watching, vertical gaming, and literally everything else. It will take a lot for you to get tired of holding the phone, especially since it's also lightweight at just 200 grams. In terms of the build, Xiaomi has remained stuck with this quad setup across series and generations while continuously refining. They say don't fix what's not broken after all, and I'm glad I'm a fan of this particular look. Even though my 14T is almost battered now, you can tell the leap in design statement to the current 17T. The camera module is now trimmed, making it appear minimal without the annoying protrusion, and the edges of the phone are also rounded to deliver real ease with holding without feeling like it's cutting into your palms. The body is kind of plastic and I bet it can't tolerate drops on hardened surfaces, so best you use the protective case that comes with it. Good to know it's got some color and not the annoying transparent kind with a 1-week warranty before it starts attracting stains. Overall, they need it with this one and I couldn't find any greater reason to complain, though I could have preferred my variant in white, if that's worth complaining about. The viewing experience has really been normal and absent of noticeable flaws. It's 6.59 inches, you also get 120Hz of refresh rate added with Dolby Vision, HDR10 Plus, and all that typical shenanigans on a spec sheet. The brightness here is maxed at 3500 nits peak, which is pretty endurable in outdoor conditions when that afternoon sunlight hits. Running Gorilla Glass 7 eye takes the wheel here for screen protection, and I can tell you I've dropped this quite a few times, just like I've done with literally every phone I own as the clumsiest man alive. But yeah, most modern phones are tough for a fact, and it's great to see Xiaomi offer some level of assurance on our shared weaknesses. I've really been enjoying binging movies here and moving across some nerdy YouTube videos in between, and so far it's been giving the kind of quality it should, with all that punchiness and vibrance. Xiaomi pushed the device with the current latest HyperOS 3 on top of Android 16, and the delivery is what you'd expect of a typical HyperOS system, especially if you've operated on the latest version on other phones. It's useful to note that just because it's a new device doesn't mean there are incremental differences unique to each phone. It's literally the same operating system across devices. If you're a fan of the previous versions of HyperOS, you'll still be a fan of this one. App response has kept up for as long as I've had it, though there are some bloatware spots less and they don't offend you unless you go to them, so it's either you avoid or uninstall manually. The control and notification center has this transparent skin that I like and it just blends with the aesthetic. Customization has always been a thing with Xiaomi software, and the higher the phone often means the higher the level of customization. Like you don't expect the same features on the higher models as an entry-level Redmi 6 series, because someone once asked me why they don't have the same lock screen effect on their Redmi 15C. The depth lock screen personalization has remained a fun factor when I talk about my history with HyperOS. You can either use the template or pick a custom image, and just tweak to see what fits. There are also dynamic wallpapers that simply take a static image and turn it into a live playing wallpaper. Though it comes at the detriment of your battery, but well, sometimes boys just love to have fun at any cost. I don't normally change fonts, but some people love to, so you can mess around with what's here. We get themes too. I also usually don't use them much because I'd rather an app-filled background most of the time, and themes can just be the major point of distraction when you start to get used to them. The weather app is one of the most insignificant aspects you discover about this OS, but the animations and how it adjusts accordingly with local condition is just mesmerizing to look at for calmness. Fingerprint is optical, as Xiaomi has done for years now, even with the Pros. Still waiting for the time they start pushing ultrasonic to this segment. For now, this is doable and seems to respond in very normal cases. AI isn't really a thing Xiaomi has been salesy with when it comes to their devices. They mostly spend time selling cameras, and cameras that some features start to feel left out. If you're interested in the kind of AI this phone offers, they are listed under Xiaomi HyperOS in the settings tab. You find a couple of writing assistants which works inside the Notes app, and then there are the likes of others, and they clearly explain how you can use each of them. Personally, I roll with gallery AI editing features if I ever need AI at all because I always need to erase something every now and often, like those triggering watermarks splashed on AI-generated photos you plan on using for something important. That's pretty much it on HyperOS 3 on the Xiaomi 17T for the most part. For a lot of young users going for either flagships or flagship killers, they are mostly aiming at a single core. Performance. Can this Dimensity 8500 Ultra phone withstand multiple apps functioning? Can it take really good photos, and most importantly, can it handle the most important games? Good news on this department because I already recorded a dedicated gaming video where I tested majority of the games people are fond of playing these days, from the conventional less demanding Call of Duty Mobile to the high ranks of Genshin Impact and the likes, and I'm here to say no game was above this phone. It literally downloaded and ran all of them. But as always, you have to apply common sense and be conscious of knowing to what extent it can endure across titles. Rendering and stabilizing graphics and thermals in a moment is different from an hour later. No matter the game, the device is bound to get heated across periods. Just know when the right time to take a chill is, or maybe opt for a cooler. Not like it's a dedicated gaming phone after all, just a regular phone some people choose to play games with. Talking about can it really take good photos? I've been quite optimistic here. The 17T comes with a triple res setup made up of a 50MP main wide angle, a 50MP periscope telephoto, and a 12MP ultra wide. All comes soaked with Leica tuning system, which has been a thing since both brands partnered several years ago. If you've always loved the Leica color science, chances are you'll be drawn to Xiaomi's top devices. One thing I didn't expect about the 17T though is being just as good as its Pro sibling, the 17T Pro. When I mean as good, like they literally have 90% the same DNA across individual lenses, which comes as real value for anyone opting for the base version. Because I mean, you are getting the more affordable and compact phone with just about the same performance. Insane value. The optical telephoto for both phones is at 5x. What that translates into is getting realistically detailed shots across macro and larger subjects. I did a couple of photo tests and personally I'm satisfied with the results. There is basically no room for criticism here on my part, as I liked the vibrant tone on each photo, which almost renders zero need for extra editing. It's got just the right mixture of saturation, depth and dynamic range for its segment. Now, aside the optical range, you can go as max as 120x. This is a very fancy territory for flagship phones, and the fact you can do it here is next level itself. Ultra-wide produces visible results, but definitely may not be used for anything serious. We get a 6500 mAh silicon carbon battery inside this 17T. That much power and it's this compact. That explains possibilities only silicon carbon batteries can offer. It is rechargeable with 67 watts. On max, it can manage to fill up under an hour. Battery life in these early times has held up based on my lifestyle uses. I do media, social media and other app functions. Roughly on one of my full charges, it took me almost 3 days to to empty on very basic routines that didn't run for hours, as I have other phones to complement for other functions I need them. This was majorly used for accessing Instagram, Facebook, and overall media. The lifespan is comparable to most phones over 5000 mAh, so that's pretty much like every average phone today that's not Samsung or the food company. And unlike those ones, you've got 67 watts fast charging anytime you run out. The 17T is really just that well-made base device that's capable of doing so much you could easily settle for without feeling like you're missing anything major from the higher experience. It borrows a lot of the pro features on top of that with a tempting and more minimalistic approach with the build. It's just set out to be one of the most awesome compact phones this year has seen so far. Well, that is my opinion. What are your thoughts?